Friends, welcome back. I am Jason, and a sheath is a really important part of the whole knife combo. Without a good solid sheath, a knife is really just kind of a burden. So I'm kind of picky about them. I'm probably pickier than a lot of people are. I like a certain kind of retention, a certain amount of retention. I like my what do you call that? A thumb press release device there. I like that a certain size and a certain feel. But, you know, I'm picky, and I also like unicorns and donuts and rainbows on my sheaths. Call me crazy. But a lot of people, you know, when they get a sheath, they may not be perfectly happy with it. And that's okay, because Kydex is really forgiving and really easily modifiable. You can do all kinds of stuff with them. And all you really need to make your sheath the way that you like it, if it's not perfect, is a lighter and a rock. Sandpaper works too, but a rock is just fine. So I'll take my knife out and I'll sit it carefully right here where I know where it is. And then I'll take my rock here, or any really surface. I could use this one right here closest to the camera, I guess. That's fine. And if I want this shaved down just a little bit so it's not protruding out so much, maybe my shirt's catching on it or something like that, just grind it down a little bit. And I get it just the way I want it. And Kydex is really easy material to work with. I know I'm sending microplastics into the environment and the whales are gonna ingest it one day. I know, but we're making this thing just right. So I just shave that down a little bit, clean it off. And if I wanted to clean it up with some like finer grit sandpaper when I get home or something like that, that's easy enough to do. But in the field, that's what I would do right there. And now it's kind of the size and shape that I want. And then let's say, you know, the retention on this was too much or too little. It's really easy to, this one's actually perfect for me because I don't ever want something to fall out no matter what. But if, like for example, I actually changed this knife before I came out here. I ground the knife scales down to make it thinner. And I thought it was gonna mess with the retention on the sheath, but it didn't. It's perfect because this one locks in on that finger guard right there. So it's perfect. But if I was unhappy with my sheath retention, all you gotta do is just heat up, without wind, preferably, is just heat up a little bit of the section right here where where the knife inserts into the sheath, where that finger guard is. I'd heat it up just for a second and get the Kydex pliable, and then I would just hold it with my fingers. Or if I wanted it to be a little bit looser, I'd heat it up and then I'd kind of work the knife in and out a little while it's cooling off. And you just kind of fine tune it. And if you get it wrong, it's not a big deal. You just heat it up again. As long as you don't like burn it and melt it, you're gonna be fine. It's really, really, really forgiving. And your chances are you're not gonna mess the sheath up if you're doing that. So that's how I modify my sheaths to get them the way I want them. If you like this knife and you're interested in knives of this nature, this one comes from Bear Forest Knives. And this is a prototype design of mine. I'm not sure of the name yet. I think we're leaning towards the On 3 Go. that's what we're leaning towards for this really, really handy tiny little blade right here. But they won't all come with rainbow unicorn sheaths. I'm sorry. This is a limited run, and this is probably a one of a kind. So if you want a unicorn rainbow ice cream sheath, you're probably going to be out of luck. I'm really sorry. This one's for sale though. Make me an offer. Make me an offer.
All right, friends, we got some guys here. Get some good information for you. If you can give one little gem of advice to somebody who's working on their skills, whether it be camping or backpacking or just wanting to get better at, you know, wilderness awareness and skills, what would it be? What would it be, Jason? What knowledge could you?
Well, my biggest thing is I'm going to go with see one, do one, teach one. Watch somebody that knows what they're doing. That way you do it right. Do it yourself until you feel like you're pretty solid at it. And then to set it in stone, you'll remember it if you teach somebody else.
Solid advice. Notice how the camera angle changed significantly upwards when I moved.
So we get tall.
What is yours?
I would say it's similar. Just always be a student. Always want to learn, and never think you know it all, because you always got something to learn.
I like that. Mine would have to be exercise patience. So in any kind of survival ordeal that you might encounter, you're going to feel rushed. You're going to feel like, I got a lot of stuff to do. But in reality, most of the time, what you need to do is slow down, calm down, relax, and think about the situation. And generally speaking, that's going to be pretty beneficial. Yeah, that'll work.
Do you have one?
Oh yeah, I did. It was slow down and he took it. Thank you.
Well, you can't copy, so you got to come up with your own.
Oh, that was mine.
Was it really?
No, honestly,
You gotta come up with something
I came
new.
up with slow down because for me, and I'll just expand maybe on what
That's
you're
interesting,
saying.
though. Okay, yeah.
Because anytime I've ever rushed something and cut corners on fire or a trap or something, you know those times you get complacent. Like I've done this 100 times. You cut a little corner and you do it too quick. That's when like it bites you. You know, if you're trying to teach somebody something. Anytime in the kitchen something is fumbled or gone wrong. Anytime I've ever done something stupid or you end up like hitting your elbow, I always tell myself constantly throughout the day, just slow down, think about it. And daily, even here this week, I don't know how long it's been.
Whatever.
Millennium.
We've been here for some
I'm
time.
constantly telling myself, slow down. When you do that, you'll cut yourself less, you'll make less mistakes and be methodical. I don't think because somebody's been doing something so long they could ever rush it. When you do, that's when you got to go back. So like Garrett said, always be a student of whatever it is you're aspiring to be. So.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
What is your one piece of advice that you would give to somebody before they get into a survival scenario? We're hiking to the top of a peak over here in an effort to test out some signal mirrors and a signaling whistle to see how far we can kind of stretch it. I mean, there's been, what are the reports of people using signal mirrors? Like miles and miles and miles, right? Like
Up to 10 miles or
yeah,
more.
longer, I
Right.
think. Yeah. What do you know what the numbers are?
I don't.
The record? I think Dustin knows the record on a signal mirror, but it's freaking far. Way further than what we're going to test. This is just going to be kind of a proof of concept. But we're going to test out the signal mirror, like the one that I've got on my belt here. And then also a signal whistle that I'm currently wearing around my neck. And just to see how well it works in this environment. The beauty of this environment is there's places you can get where it's like wide open and you can see forever and the air is clear when it's not cloudy. The clouds just lifted. Yesterday, you know, on a cloudy day, there's no chance of using a signal mirror. But today, it's a strong possibility. But we got to get there.
Little barrel cactuses yesterday, but they were the pincushion ones. Something up here needs rocks. There ain't no man. Look out for little foot.
All right, now somebody go over to that mountaintop.
Yeah. Now that'd be cool if you could see it from there. From that one. Way over there.
I know. Who am I kidding? Taking some eye pokers away.
It's a long ways down there. Oh, yeah. We did it.
Saw the vehicle a while ago.
We did it.
You think?
Yes, Dustin in the road. Look like that idiot. Hat on backwards going like this. Oh, do we have service up here?
No, I checked. I don't. You might.
So flat across.
Yeah, they got it. What kind of jerk would not respond to shaving a haircut?
Couldn't leave it hanging.
Record for a second. There it is. Oh, that's gotta get him.
That doesn't get him nothing. Jason, if I come through it, I don't want to blind you and throw you off the road. Yeah. I think this thing is on.
Projects up this way. Yeah.
Finding a good pair of boots, shoes, sandals, rubber boots, whatever it is, has always been pretty challenging for me. I've got a funny shaped foot. I've got like a really fat foot. It's not really big, but it's kind of just really fat. And it's really, yeah, sort of like my face. It's awkward. It's difficult to look at.
Hard to look at.
Uncomfortable. Makes people feel weird around me. So yeah, so it's hard to find a good pair of shoes and boots, and I'd like to ask guys that spend a lot of time on their feet doing things and stuff in places like this, for example, what do you put on your feet?
Okay, so in my area and the places I travel in the United States, I gave up on anything waterproof. I like to go light. I'd rather have very light trail runners, almost like mesh-like, because if they get wet, they're going to dry a lot faster than the waterproof stuff, which will eventually wet through if you're out for a long time in snow or the creek. I just keep it light and easy to dry. And that goes for the desert and the southeast and the northeast. And I'm always wearing gaiters on those because ticks, and because I'm only wearing trail runners that go low, it keeps a lot of debris
Keeps
out.
the rock out.
Yeah, so if I'm in a jungle, like in the Philippines and Malaysia, which is a jungle, not a rainforest, I will wear Crocs every time. I have 7-8 times and never regretted it. Best way to keep your feet dry is to let them get wet, let them air out. In the Peruvian rainforest, the locals wear these kind of rain slicker boots that go up here. And it's okay if you step in something that's, deeper than that, or you get rain in there because they
pour 'em out.
They don't absorb.
Yeah.
So it's easy to just pour them out. And a little bit of maybe like a little cheap pair of Crocs or something for camp. And just keep it simple. Those things are really tough, even if you chop and it gets your boot or something. It's not really meant to be a safety boot, but it's not going to go through. I give up on the Ultima sole because leather, heavy, just keeps moisture in, and I've had experiences with those that I don't want to repeat. Those are my three.
So you typically, in the jungle regions, you typically wear Crocs. Is that what you said?
Yes, if there's no black palm, like in Southeast Asian jungles, Peruvian rainforest is a rainforest and do have the black palm, and it's about the nastiest
Like
thing
thorny.
in the jungle. Yeah, it has a lot of strength this way, but no lateral strength, and it breaks off in you. It will change your life.
Oh, yeah.
So keep it a little sealed up.
Got it.
Well, I mean, somewhat similar. Depends on where we're at. I mean, I'm in Colorado. Wintertime, I'm obviously going to wear an insulated boot. But moderate temperature, we're out here. It's pretty rugged terrain. If we're hiking around, it's going to be over rock cliffs, up and down mountains, uneven trails. It can be pretty brutal. I'm going to wear something with good ankle support. I know when we're traversing in this area, we have to make a lot of river crossings, pulling off your insulated boots, putting them back on, off on, it sucks. So if I'm going up this hill, if I'm worried about ankle support, I'm used to the terrain, so I think my ankles are probably a little bit stronger than a lot of people that come out here. A lot of people roll their ankles. If you're out here new, wear something with good ankle support. And I would go with, like he said, a jungle boot that you can get good tight support on your ankles. I'm usually wearing, I've got something on, like river shoes. These are kind of like these are the barefoot shoes, so I've got a weird shaped foot too. They're wide. I have a really hard time finding comfortable boots, so I started wearing these barefoot shoes. It allows me to, it's just more comfortable. I get a lot of foot pain, so that's insulated boots, a good insulated hiking boot, a jungle boot with good ankle support, and river shoes. Those are my 3 options.
Love it.
Footwear choices. I wear about 4 different kinds of shoes.
You get 3.
I only get 3? Is that the rule?
That's what you said. You said 3.
Was it 3? Oh, okay.
Name 3, but you know.
All right. Well,
You're
all
pretty
right.
sure you
Fine.
said 3.
3 it is. 3 it is. 3. I wear sandals a lot, like open-toed sandals. I don't wear flip-flops. I wear sandals because the sandal wraps around your foot and stays on you. So you can run, you can jump, you do all the things. And I've done that plenty of times. So I like sandals because where I live and places I like to go are generally fairly wet and aquatic. And like Ruben was saying, you need your feet to be able to dry out. And nothing dries out faster than a sandal. So that's just me. So I wear sandals a lot. My other boot that I would wear is this right here. So just a simple leather boot. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy. It's not Gore-Tex. It's not waterproof. Yeah, like that. Like that. Really wide. See that? Kind of like a duck foot. Because I've got those super weird fat feet. But I don't like Gore-Tex. I think Gore-Tex is dead to me. I'm pretty much 100% over it because eventually my feet get wet inevitably and the Gore-Tex boots just never dry. It just seems like they take forever to dry out. And something like this really simple boot works for me. And then in the wintertime where I live, it's really nasty and wet all the time and there's snow and ice and it's nasty, wet, cold conditions. And I wear a rubber boot a lot, a slightly insulated lacrosse rubber boot. And those work really good for me. And I've had really good success with that. And then I can't give you a 4th choice, so I'm not going to give it. That's all I got for you.
Loud.
Yeah. My 4th one. My 4th one is like some sort of lightweight, like running type shoe, cross training type shoe that dries really, really fast, lightweight. Like if I know I got to put a lot of miles down, something like that is what I would go to. It's really light, dries super fast. I can cross the creeks in and out, and then I'm going to walk them dry. So that's what I would choose. That's it. What are your choices? Top footwear. It's a hard thing to find, so let us know in the comment section what has worked for you. You get one knife, you get one choice for all conditions, all climates, the rest of your life. What's it going to be?
For me, it's going to be a long blade. You can do a lot with it, just about in every environment.
What kind of long?
I'm not thinking so much of a machete, but something a little shorter and thicker, like a kukri. I've been using that for a long time, or a bolo from the Philippines. Yeah, long blade. That's it.
Heavier bladed, long
Right.
sword. Yes.
Not, we're not like, Inigo Montoya kind of thing, but we could. Long blade for me.
Okay, I like it.
I'm gonna go with a short blade. I think I'd prefer like a 5-inch blade. I just do a lot of fine tasks, small things with it. So if I need a big hunk of wood, I'm just gonna go find a big hunk of wood that's on the ground. A smaller blade, more agile. I'm clumsy. Clumsy, yeah. So I'm gonna use something where I'm not gonna chop any body parts off.
Got it. Any specific kind of grind you like?
No, I'm not a knife snob.
Yeah.
You give me a hunk of metal, I'm gonna
Sharp,
make it
pokey
work.
thing, you like it, honestly.
I want it to be extra steady.
I got you. Yeah. Talk to me.
I'm easy. 7 to 10 inch buoy, 3/16 thick, well balanced, good for everything. Not
Big
the
old-
master of anything,
Big old Bowie knife.
but good at everything.
I like it. What is your number one knife?
I actually happen to have it on me.
This is your number one choice for all things
This
ever.
is an all environmental knife, so it's just a
Slender.
slender blade, slender profile this way.
It's almost wider in that direction.
Yeah, this is a great like chopper, skinner, stabber, toothpick. It's I think this is all in one. I think this is the all environment, multi-environment, seasonal, all around blade right here. This is the one.
I love it.
This one you cannot get though. This is not for sale.
Well, everything
This
has
is a Bear
a price.
Forest custom
Everything has a
quarter inch,
Everything goes up.
beautiful scales.
price. Love it. I like it. Talk to me.
Best knife?
No, you only get one.
Only get one. Man, I had really good experience with the buck hoodlum, so I gotta go that.
What's that look like?
It's what's got like 9 or 10 inch blade, little cant in the handle, great for chopping. It's made from 5160. I've driven it through logs, batoned it, looked like it was about to bend and break, and popped out the other side straight. So
Nice.
yeah, for me, that's my go-to.
Okay.
It's my truck knife. Keep it, just in case.
Love it. Who did I give everybody? All right, my if I only had to pick one, I'd like to pick a machete, but difficult to carry in a lot of places. So I would pick a small fixed blade knife, something with a 3-4 inch blade, 4-inch handle, something like that, pretty sturdy, 1/8 inch thick, something like that, with a convex edge. That's what I would do. That's my jam. That's how I roll. What would you pick? That's a scary one, bro. Because it drops off again. Mole.
This whole thing could go right here. All it takes is a 155-pound dude.
Send this whole giant thing over. That's awesome. I bet the view up here on a clear day is pretty great.
Yeah.
That one to your left looks pretty epic.
Yeah, you have to drop me down.
Yeah, I could toss down everything.
Yeah.
All right, don't screw it up this time. Really give it a whirl.
On 3.
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2.
I felt good about it.
It felt pretty good.
I had a decent feeling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got a couple feet there.
Wait for it.
Here's the end.
Make great meals anytime with Carnivalt.